been beating the drum a lot lately about how I don't believe SEO is nearly as impactful as it used to be, especially for a large subset of businesses. When I coach agencies and other marketers and consultants who want to sell marketing services to clients, a key factor that you have to consider when offering a service is, does this service end up in a conversion, in a sale, in some sort of revenue for my target client? And a lot of times with SEO, that answer is no. You take gym as an example. Gyms, people don't really go to Google and type in find a gym near me. I know in some instances they do, but in terms of being able to pay you two, three, $4,000 a month, the amount of clients that you'd have to deliver to that gym in order for them to make money on it, they'd probably be underwater. So, point I'm making is that SEO is just not a fit for every business anymore. And I don't like to present problems without solutions. So in today's presentation, what I want to do is I want to walk you through Facebook ads. I want to walk you through the process that we've developed to deliver Facebook ad services for lawyers. Our agency has traditionally only done search marketing. We do SEO, local SEO, content development, link building, paid search, LSAs, but all within the scope of Google marketing. And what we found over the last year, 2 years is that a lot of these clients, it's not that they can't afford to pay our retainer, but the timeline for success or the entry point, the cost of getting in with Google Ads is just too high. And if they're to make a return, that margin is razor thin. So instead, we've been pushing Facebook ads on top of a lot of our law firm clients with a lot of success. Now, that starts with having a process, with having a plan. It's not as simple as just subcontract it out. You got to know what you're doing. So, what I want to do is run you through this presentation that I have here that I use to really educate our clients and our prospects when we're going through this process. So what I have here are the 4 steps in terms of a traditional marketing funnel, but overlaid, customized if you were a law firm. Now, granted, not all you're going to be working with law firms, so you want to go through this process and customize it to who you're working with, whether that's roofers or e-commerce businesses, whatever that looks like. You have to understand what their customer journey looks like. So I went ahead and did that here. Top funnels awareness. These are going to be channels that drive top of mind awareness for a law firm's prospective clients. Recall, this is channels that produce leads after the initial decision to hire legal help. Discovery, these are channels that produce leads from prospects seeking legal help. And then the bottom here is selection. These are channels that influence the decision process on who to hire. Now, discovery traffic here, especially for law firms, is where search comes into play, because this is when people are going directly to Google and typing in exactly what they want. This is people that are in market, that are telling us they're in market based on the keywords and queries that you're using to try and find lawyers. And that works really well for law firms because a lot of law firms don't have the marketing chops in house to create content. In search marketing, you can kind of dump on top of an agency to handle it completely. But like I said, a lot of lawyers are priced out of the market. Agencies are too expensive. They don't deliver results. It's too competitive. The list goes on. So the reason why I love Facebook ads is because Facebook ads attack multiple parts of the process here of the customer acquisition funnel. And I just want to say this too. I've been doing Facebook ads for my businesses. We spend a minimum of $30,000 a month promoting our own businesses for the last 10 years. So I've been doing Facebook ads for my own businesses for the better part of a decade. I've seen the change, I've seen the shifts, got a tons of hands-on experience doing this. And I decided to start rolling this out for our clients because, one, the noise from the clients was so overwhelming about the pitches for SEO are just getting harder and harder and harder. It's not a good fit for everyone, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, the list goes on. But I always made excuses for my clients that, well, you need to make video. Video is a big part of doing Facebook ads, and a lot of lawyers don't want to do video. I also work with agencies through the Blueprint training. I would make the same excuse that, like, well, most people don't want to do video. Enough excuses. You want to run a business in 2025 and beyond, you got to do things that are going to make you uncomfortable. You got to do things that are going to push you to have success. And creating video is a necessity, guys. Like, AI is eroding the written word literally day by day by day by day. It's getting better and better and better. And if you don't commit to creating some sort of video content, got to fly in here. Frankly, you're just not going to have a lot of success. So the reason why I love Meta is because, like I said, it drives that true top funnel awareness traffic. I've been advertising for a very long time. I don't know this because I'm kind of an introvert. I don't really get out of my bubble that much. But whenever I go to a conference in the SEO space, people tell me all the time, I see your ads nonstop. I see your ads nonstop. Been following me around for a very long time. Whether they become a client or not doesn't matter. But that awareness, that top funnel just knowing who you are before you walk into the building builds such a tremendous amount of trust, especially in industries like ours where people need to know that you're an expert if they're going to pay you 5, 10, 15, $20,000 a month to manage their marketing. So Facebook ads are a great way to just get your messaging in front of people, provide value at a very low cost, because at the end of the day, this is where people are hanging out. People refresh Instagram and Facebook 12 times a day. They're spending hours on these platforms, and we can just get in front of them very cheaply, very low cost, by running some value adding content. It also helps with the recall process. So again, for the legal process specifically, and of course the ones that are producing help. And a quick kind of point of emphasis here that a lot of people get tripped up on when trying to do Facebook ads, which is the targeting, right? Like if you're a lawyer, how do I target people that have been in a car accident? How do I target people that need tax lawyer services? How do I target people that are going through a divorce? And the truth is you can't. Facebook doesn't give you those options, whether it's a custom audience or, demographic or psychographic based targeting. It doesn't give you those options, but that's okay. And honestly, Facebook's come a very long way. I remember when I was doing this 10 years ago, we used to be able to buy an email list, upload it directly to the platform, and send, even if it was 20 people, and just send ads to those 20 people. Over time, Facebook's been under a lot of attack for data privacy, for all sorts of different things, and you can't do that anymore, right? And they're constantly chipping away at the different audience targeting that you can put in. So the way that you do targeting on Facebook now is through your creative, is through your messaging. And I'll talk a little bit about this as we get through this process. But the reason why that's so important is because that stops a lot of you from trying to do Facebook ads. You're like, well, I can't target them. And especially if you have the SEO, the search mindset of only going after people that are in market right now, which is a very small subset of the market out there. Facebook opens that up, man. You can target anybody, and it's really scary actually at how good Facebook is at targeting people that are in market as well, right? We don't need people to go and type in, hey, I got in a car accident, I need a lawyer, for Facebook to be able to identify those people. If you have Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp installed on your phone, the terms of service that you opt into give Facebook pretty much access to everything that it needs to know exactly who you are, with data points that we can't use to target based on the just Meta Ads platform. But again, the way that we do that is through creative, is through messaging, by continuously feeding the Meta platform creative variations, variations on copy and messaging. And something that comes to mind is, like I said, for my agency, Weber's, we use Facebook to drive 80% of our consultations. Very, very effective with it. When we first started targeting lawyers, lawyers are pretty easy to target. There are things like bar associations and all sorts of different things that a lawyer might like or be interested in that we can target based on. So it's not hard to find lawyers, but to find qualified lawyers, ones that are willing to pay $5, $10, $15,000 a month, it's not easy to do. But you do that with the messaging, right? And an example I always like to give is we used to just run messaging saying, hey, if you're a law firm struggling to generate leads, watch this 10-minute video. It's going to show exactly how to do that. It's great. Drove a lot of leads for us, but a lot of leads were unqualified, right? Because pretty much every law firm in the country, especially smaller law firms, right, that don't necessarily have the budget, struggle to generate leads. So instead, we want to target the top 15% of law firms. We just changed the messaging. We didn't change any of the targeting because we still want to target lawyers, but we use the messaging and the creative to dictate who stops and takes action on that. And then the more people that stop and take action on it ultimately convert. Facebook then knows the subset of the audience that you want to target. So for example, we started running messaging saying, if you're a law firm spending at least $50,000 a month on marketing and not generating $100,000 a month in signed cases, you're making a mistake. That small qualification knows it's targeting lawyers, but it also says if you're spending $50,000 a month, that's a huge qualification piece that really has brought in a lot of really top tier law firms that are spending a lot of money and struggling with their marketing. So very small differences there, but that's really how it goes. So let's talk about our agency's 8-step Meta Ads process. Like I said, this is the deck that I use to educate lawyers, but it applies to any vertical. It applies to, if I was to sell myself these services, this is exactly what I would do. So step one is offer development. So an offer is the vehicle that we use to get people off of the Meta platform and into your ecosystem. I like to say, generally speaking, there's two types of offers: what I call a micro offer, aka a marketing offer, and a macro offer, aka a business offer. A micro offer is going to be things like an ebook, a calculator, a template, something that has very little friction to get people to opt in. A macro offer is going to be what you're selling, right? Ultimately, what your business is trying to do, consultations, etc. Now, a lot of people run micro offers thinking for whatever reason that that's the best way to draw people in. You got to be very good with micro offers to be able to get them to convert, because convert over the long run. It's very easy to get people off of Facebook for a free template, but to get those free template people to convert into a paying customer is very hard. And if you think about it, the data that you're telling Facebook, if you want people to opt in for an ebook, is you're telling Facebook that you want people that want free shit. And those aren't people that are ultimately going to pay for what you're doing. So you have to be very mindful of these offers. So the first thing that we do is we go through this offer development process, which is deeply rooted in the customer's pain point. You have to understand customer pain points if you really want to build effective offers and understand the entire life cycle of customer acquisition for the client that you're doing with. The next thing that we do is we come up with campaign ideas. So I call them angles, right? An angle is going to be like kind of the guiding light behind a subset and series of ad campaigns. And I'm going to do a lot of training on this stuff for free on my YouTube channel here. Just tune in live, you can see it. I'll be going through what those different things look like. But for the point of this, you know, AI is, we're also using AI to do a lot of stuff. It's pretty amazing. But it's ad concepts that are rooted in pain points. Again, pain points, fears, anxiety. That's what all of your ads and marketing should be targeting if you really want to be able to get people to stop scrolling and pay attention. So you want to come up with campaign ideas. What we like to do with our law firm clients is, let's say you're a car accident attorney, right? We like to come up with 5 different pain points, fears, anxieties that somebody impacted by a car accident might be going through. So dealing with insurance, dealing with injuries, dealing with no car, dealing with family members or job or lost income, right? Those are pain points and fears and anxieties that somebody's having. We want to generate campaign ideas based on those. Instead of just running an ad that says, we're a lawyer with 50 years of experience, hires for your car accident needs. People don't care about that. They care about themselves. People don't care about you. They care about themselves. I'm going to say that again. People don't care about you. They care about themselves. I'm going to say that again. People don't care about you. They care about themselves. So the reason why, probably why your marketing advertising isn't working, can be drilled into that you're talking about yourself. You're not talking about them. So drilling into what their pain points are, make sure that we're always saying you, not me. Right? If you're running ads or any sort of marketing that says, we do this, we do marketing, we're lawyers who do car accident, people don't care until they care, right? So you got to meet them where they are, and that's drilling into their fears, pain points, anxieties in regards to what they're going through with your service. Step 3, we start creating the ads. So we do copywriting and scripting. Again, we're using Claude and ChatGPT for this. I've got some amazing prompts that if you comment nicely, I will share them with you as we get through this. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to give them away eventually. But we do all the copywriting and video scripting with one fell swoop. I don't know if you've ever seen that Nate Bargatze startup stand-up comedy where he's talking about that. Anyways, one fell swoop, you do copywriting and scripting. And then step 4 is we actually go into the ad creation. So we separate the ad creation into 2 parts. One is the copywriting and scripting. 2 is the creation of the video and images. Now, when it comes to video, I talked about this before. I mean, you don't have to use video. You don't. But if you really want to do this and do it effectively, especially hitting the branding element of it, you got to do video. Stop making excuses for yourself. I don't care. The market sure as hell doesn't care that you don't want to do video, that you're not good on camera. I've heard all excuses. I don't give a shit. Just do it, right? You want to build a business 2025, figure out a way to make video. So that's step 4 is we make videos. What we do with our law firm clients specifically is we have a big prompt that we put into Claude, and Claude spits back 10 different ad ideas, all based on the framework that we give it. It's an amazing prompt. It's really baller, actually. It spits back these ad ideas, and then for each ad idea, it comes with a script. That script is 20 seconds long max. We send that to our client. We say, set up your cell phone in front of a window and talk into it, read off of this script. They send it back to us, and then we do the editing. We have editors that do it. So that's how we do video for our clients. We build the scripts using pain points, using AI. They film it, we edit it. And then we'll just supplement with some images as well. Outcome focused images, meaning if you're in a car accident, what do you care about the most? You care about getting paid. You care about talking to an attorney. So those are the 2 outcomes they care about. So we create video and images that are targeting those things. Next thing we do, step 5, is landing page creation. So you're always 1,000,000% of the time going to want to send meta ads traffic to a landing page. Don't use form ads. Again, it's too frictionless on the front end, meaning you're going to generate a lot of leads for a very low cost, but the conversion rate from lead into sale is very low. You're going to just waste more time chasing them down. I like to put more friction into the initial conversion, meaning, and that puts the emphasis on the creative, meaning if we want to drive an actual phone call, an interested phone call to cold audiences who have no idea who we are, you've got to have really good creative messaging, right? But it's doable. and it's the best thing. And the leads convert the best because they're coming in hot. So landing page, we use ClickFunnels and Unbounce depending on what kind of campaign we're running. Um, Pretty straightforward. Just build landing pages, send the traffic there. Don't send it to your homepage. Number 6, conversion tracking and intake, aka sales syncing. So, if you're a B2B company doing B2B ads, it's really, really, really important that you're syncing the ads in the leads into some sort of CRM, because Facebook is going to know who you want to target based on the data that you give it. So if you're feeding data back to the platform from signed cases, from signed clients, Facebook is then really going to know who you want to target. So we call it 360 tracking. It's really important that you set up conversion tracking. And then you can see 80% of this process, 90% of this process is in the creative, the pain points, the scripting, and then we get into ad set management. These ads are not hard to set up. Facebook is not a hard platform to learn. The hard part is everything that we covered. And then the final piece is just 360 analysis and adjustment. So this is our 8-step process. This is the exact process that we use internally. When we run our own ads, this is the exact process that I pitch to our law firm clients. If you're interested in learning more about this, I teach this inside of the Blueprint training. You can just go to the blueprint.training, and I've got teachings and trainings all about this stuff. I'll show you exactly how to do it. But that's pretty much it. Let me see if I have anybody on the live here. Got some people on YouTube. Let's see if anyone's commenting. I'm happy to take some chats. Happy to take some comments. Again, this is something I'm going to be doing more of in 2025. I've got so much stuff I want to share, especially on YouTube, but I got a young kid, and 2 thriving businesses and a lot of employees. It's hard for me to get in the studio and film video. So I want to do more live. So make sure that you like, subscribe, make sure you comment. And this video was all about how to offer Facebook ads to your clients. If you got anything you want to see in the future, leave it in the comments here below this video. If not, I'm going to keep going down this path. I've got quite a bit more training on the Facebook stuff that I'm going to keep pushing, because I think SEO's on its last breath, unfortunately. And that doesn't mean that your business or being a marketing or consultant or agency has to be on its last breath either. In fact, I think the opposite. I think that if you know who you want to target, what's up, Alejandro? Then and you have a good niche and a foothold, that's what matters. Don't be allegiant to Google. Google does not give a shit about you or your business. That's been proven time and time again. You need to have a vertical, a specific type of client that you work with, and you're allegiant to those type of people. And that's how you can continuously mold and build your business, by servicing them, not servicing Google, which again, I'm not bullish on it at all. So like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.